Moving on to some updates now from Egypt. The country is focusing on enhancing political and economic ties with the European Union. It has entered a $4.6 billion agreement with the European bloc for financial support. The pact was signed during the inaugural Egypt-EU summit in Brussels. The meeting focused on bilateral relations, trade and migration. And the attendees included Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and the European Council President Costa.
In promoting stability and conflict resolution, we have an economic and trade relation that has been growing impressively and that we want to see grow even further. We have a rich cooperation in multiple fields: trade, security, mobility, migration, energy, education, research, culture.
Addressing the summit, al-Sisi called for a mutually beneficial investment partnership. He highlighted Egypt's ability to provide opportunities in strategic sectors. These include pharmaceuticals, automotive, energy, microchips, AI, and defense, among others. Al-Sisi underscored the importance of Egypt-EU economic partnership, adding that the bloc was Cairo's top trading and investment partner in 2024. The Egyptian president said that the two sides discussed establishing a European investment corridor in Egypt, and this would serve as a gateway to African and Arab markets. It would also integrate Egypt more deeply into European supply chains. Now, during the summit, the two sides signed pacts catering to various fields, and this included Egypt's participation in the Horizon Europe, the EU's main research and innovation funding program. The two sides also signed a joint statement on a financing agreement aimed at supporting social and economic reform initiatives in Egypt.
Second, we are strengthening Egypt's economic stability. We are providing Egypt with €5 billion in macro-financial assistance. It was signed today. And we continue our support to social and economic reforms. The third pillar is we are boosting together investment and trade. The European Union is Egypt's largest trading partner, accounting for a quarter of your trade.
Maritime security was also a part of the discussion. This is due to Egypt's strategic location, connecting Africa and Asia. The European side asserted that it will work with Cairo to keep sea routes safe and open for trade in the Red Sea, the Suez Canal, and the Mediterranean and beyond. The summit, which was attended by representatives from European and Egyptian firms and international financial institutions, also saw discussions on regional and international issues. The two sides talked about the wars in Ukraine and Gaza. The European side hailed Egypt's stabilizing role in the Israel-Hamas war and called for lasting peace with a two-state solution.
Beyond the Middle East, Egypt plays a vital stabilizing role across the wider region. We share common concerns and objectives in Libya, in Sudan, and in Somalia. Today, we agreed to continue and deepen our dialogue and engagement in these critical issues.
The recent meeting in Brussels followed the announcement of a strategic partnership between Egypt and the EU in March of 2024. The EU had put forward a financial and investment support package of more than $8.5 billion for Egypt to be given through grants, guarantees and loans between 2024 and 2027. Then both sides held their first ever Egypt-EU investment conference in June last year. Now, with the latest summit, the cooperation between the two seems to be growing to a whole new level, with Egypt potentially playing a key role in bridging the gap between Europe and the African continent.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.